I'm really looking forward to going to Holbrook on Route 66 with my buddies. But I gotta catch up with the pack. So, let's ride!
Lunch with the mayor, I'll meet you there. Lunch with the mayor. Lunch with the mayor. I'm talking about John Giles.
This episode of Lunch with the Mayor is brought to you by Salt River Project and Udall Shumway, counselors at law.
Disney has built an empire on turning sad stories into happy ones. In the actual Hunchback of Notre Dame, Quasimodo and Esmeralda both die. In the Disney version, Esmeralda ends up with the hot guy, and Quasimodo becomes the most popular man in Paris. In the movie Cars, a new interstate freeway turns Radiator Springs into a ghost town. But in the final 5 minutes, it's transformed into a boom town. In the real-life Holbrook, transformation hasn't happened at Disney speed, but it's happening. To get a taste of it, just get off Big Bad I-40 at Navajo Boulevard and head down to Studio 66. That's where I had lunch with Mayor Katheen Smith.
All right, you guys, here we have our Lawless Buffalo Blevins fries. This is our most popular item.
Come on now. Crispy fries loaded with fried chicken, shredded pepper jack cheese, green onions, and a special spicy sauce? A single taste hits you hard. I asked, isn't this dish named after that one famous lawless gun battle?
Well, when you talk about Holbrook, you talk about all sorts of Wild West stories.
In other words, which lawless gun battle are you talking about, John?
We have our Bucket of Blood Saloon.
You'll find it on Bucket of Blood Street, of course. But that's not even the event the lawless buffalo fries are named after.
1899, George Smiley was convicted of murder. Our sheriff at the time wrote out an invitation to a hanging, said it'll be a joyous occasion and they will swing into eternity.
President McKinley got wind of it and told the sheriff to try again. He did. Sort of.
With feelings of profound sorrow and regret, I hereby...
The invitation might have been sarcastic, but the event was dead serious. But the lawless buffalo fries aren't named after that event either.
We had the cattlemen versus the sheep herders, and there was some crazy shootouts.
But they're also not the namesake of the fries. The lawless buffalo Blevin fries commemorate a shootout that happened at the Blevin home. It was here that Commodore Perry Owens came to Holbrook to arrest Andy Blevins for cattle rustling. Blevins resisted. When the gun battle was over, Owens was still standing. Blevins and 3 others had fallen. But should you really name your food after a famous shootout? The answer is yes. Yes, you should.
Holbrook was founded in the late 1800s. We were a railroading town.
I can't believe all these mayors aren't on to me yet. When the food arrives, I ask them to tell me about their town. They talk, I eat. So good. Please keep talking about your murdering town's murdering ways, Mayor.
It's fun. We were doing our strategic planning for the city of Holbrook. We had a lady come in and talk about some of our assets, and I told her I think we were the only city probably in Arizona that had famous murders as an asset.
Yes, back in the day, Holbrook had a certain reputation.
Holbrook was once known as a town too tough for women or religion.
Is this a family favorite of yours, or why this restaurant?
It is a family favorite. We come for the food as much as we appreciate the owners, because they make you just feel at home.
The owner is Holbrook's 2024 Woman of the Year, Katrina Jaime.
So what got me started is I'm actually a baker. And so I was at home baking cakes and doing special orders. And then we opened up our first location.
But she couldn't resist adding her loaded fries to the menu, which landed her in a larger location. And the word continued to spread.
So we're pretty popular on Google. So if you check us out there, we have a pretty high rating. And I feel like that kind of brings people in off the highway.
People might be flying by Holbrook on the interstate, but those same people also have cell phones. For Katrina and Studio 66, that's good news.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. This one is our Route 66 hot dog. Quarter-pound hot dog topped with bacon, sauteed bell peppers, onions drizzled with mayo, ketchup, and mustard.
Bacon on a hot dog. What a great idea.
It doesn't get more American than bacon and hot dogs. I see you took the smaller half there.
Well, I've got my eye on the mac and cheese stuff
was
right.
watching this,
Here we
huh?
go. It's only appropriate that my face was bathed in heavenly light.
Yeah. That's the shot right there, huh? All
Very
right.
good.
Look at that. We got some extra napkins here because I think we're going to need it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would not recommend coming here on the first date, but once you decide that you guys like each other, this is the place to come.
This is how you know it's really love.
The theme for the food here is, I'm going to say it's over the top.
Oh yeah, for sure.
that right?
Yep, I'm a go big or go home kind of person.
Where did the idea for these dishes come from? Is this what your mother made you when you were growing up? Or where
I
did it
wish.
What drives her, I asked.
Just the love and passion, I think, that goes into serving and wanting to give back to our community. I think that's a huge part of it, like just wanting to give back.
That giving back mindset was instilled in her by her parents, Pete and Cindy Tafoya.
They're one of our best volunteering families.
In the community, but especially in the family. Tell me about the guy who's in the kitchen.
Oh, my dad.
I went back to get the story from the man himself, but Pete Tafoya is a force of nature in the kitchen, a short order cyclone. Pete, thanks for letting me join you in the kitchen. I know that you're busy. You got a lot on your plate, both you and your wife. I just had a great conversation with your daughter, and included in that is you've become the. But are you this building? So even Sarah, the camera operator, lost track of him. Now you know where Katrina gets all her energy.
My daughter, since she is little, she's always had these crazy ideas. She is 17 years old. She started a dance group. So
Yeah.
she had, 20, 30 kids in her class. She always wanted to be,
Man.
doing something.
You got an overachiever on your hands from the very beginning, didn't you?
Yeah, she's kept us busy. And my wife and I were always there by her side, helping her out. I'd build stages for her. My wife would make dresses for her, for the dancing.
Wow.
It's good. It's neat.
I think we ought to have you teach a parenting and grandparenting class. As it turns out, their experience as givers and helpers would come in handy.
When we opened here, everything was good. I got pregnant with my twins.
Adding twins to her family while opening a restaurant was compounded with an additional challenge. Talia was born with Down syndrome.
So, that's the main reason why I jumped in right away.
But that wouldn't be the last opportunity for the Tafoyas to support their daughter.
Then after the twins were born, she was diagnosed with their tumor.
I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I had it operated on, removed, and then from there I had to do 30 rounds of radiation therapy.
Wow.
It affected us big time, affected, my whole family. But luckily, like you said, we have a great community that all stood behind me, and they made me meals so that I wouldn't have to worry about that for my family. So yeah.
The chats I've had with people here in Holbrook, the first thing that everyone mentions is the people. So you're not the first to tell me that. After 38 years as a butcher at the local Safeway, Pete retired to become Katrina's whirling dervish in the kitchen.
He's such a blessing. He runs it when I'm not here, or even when I am here. He's the backbone for sure.
But Pete downplays his contribution.
My wife, she's got a bigger role than I do. She's the babysitter now.
Now that's a family. What would have prompted you to be the mayor of your hometown?
My dad was a local music teacher at the high school for years and years, and whatever project he did, it was always a family affair. If he was involved in something, the family was. And so early on, we were raised to be community-minded.
After she graduated and married, Kathleen did what most young people in Holbrook do.
We moved away for 18 years, lived in Mesa, the great city of Mesa. But family draws you back.
While she was away, the world Holbrook had enjoyed for 50 years was dealt a serious blow.
With I-40 coming in, people weren't forced to stop at these stores and they'd bypass us. And so we saw a little bit of the decline.
But she also recognized something very special about Holbrook, something she missed.
We're family friendly. There's nothing better than sitting at a Friday night, high school football game.
And I love that you're a one high school town, and 30 minutes away, you've got those dirty, rotten, Winslow Bulldogs.
Yep.
We'll probably do an episode with the Winslow mayor soon. Let's run that back. 30 minutes away, you've got those really wonderful Winslow Bulldogs.
Yep.
We love you, Winslow. Let's do lunch. Kathleen can give you a long list of reasons to live in Holbrook.
That's the great thing about small towns. You have two people that see each other in the middle of the street driving by, they'll just stop and start talking to each other. In these bigger cities, you get honked at and yelled at and things like that. Here, people are like, just go around. And so we love that. And you wave at everybody. Yeah. The only time somebody doesn't wave at you if you get a new car, and it just takes them a minute before they realize.
Once Kathleen came back, she was committed.
So I thought, okay, if I'm going to retire here, what do I need?
Becoming mayor seemed like a good place to start. After that, it was all about reviving the spirit of Route 66.
Now we're starting to see the momentum, and you drive down Main Street right now, you're starting to see buildings being remodeled.
And on that road that winds from Chicago to LA, Holbrook's not trying to be anything other than itself.
People were traveling Route 66, you saw the different character of America, and this is our character. We got everything from dinosaurs to the old classic cars to the cowboys.
And the teepees. You can't forget the teepees. Clifton Lewis was 12 years old when his dad opened the Wigwam Motel in 1950. Back then, he could tell you the make and model of every car in the Wigwam parking lot.
You see, that's a Kaiser, that's a Hudson, it's a Buick, Cadillac, it's a 1950 Mercury, it's a 49 Ford, it's a Nash.
He knew them all because the teepees were a very popular place to rest your head on Route 66. They had good plumbing, solid beds, and another very important item.
They had installed radios, and for 10 cents you could listen to 30 minutes of radio.
Today, Clifton's daughter, Karina Pack, has returned to Holbrook to help him run the motel. She says, aside from the passersby, there are two noteworthy categories of customers.
I see people that are my dad's age and said, I passed by this when I was a kid and I wanted to stay, and my parents didn't stop. And they're finally getting to do this.
I'm still mad at them, right? The second group are fans of something far bigger than teepee-shaped motel rooms.
And we're from Paris.
Yeehaw! We have a lot of Europeans that come in. Surprisingly, Czechoslovakia, Route 66 for some reason is very, very popular there.
We can't go even anywhere in Europe without still seeing some type of a nod to Route 66. So it really is a worldwide phenomenon.
We weren't sure exactly why, so we went out to the parking lot to see if we could find an actual European.
Oh, this is about the TV, the movie. That's a dream for a European biker to ride a bike in the US.
He had come to see the teepees that inspired the Cozy Cone Motel and cars. But here, Robert is saying that most Europeans love Route 66 because of the show Lunch with the Mayor. Don't believe us? Lunch with the Mayor is très magnifique. I love that accent. Karina's Holbrook story has a very common refrain.
Both my husband and I are from here, and we left after high school.
But you felt compelled to come back and to make this your home and to fight for the future of this community. And you're on the city council. Why do you feel such a draw to your hometown?
About 11 years ago, we decided to come back because we wanted our children to know their...
Home is emotional. It's hard to put into words, but it's something like we wanted our children to know where they came from, who they really are, and what matters most in life. Eventually, Karina put her finger on it.
The authenticity of the people here. We have good people here.
There's truly no place like home. I followed up with an important question. Is it still a dime to use the radio?
So this is the Mother Road fries. Crispy fries topped with the house-made barbecue pulled pork, mac and cheese, and bacon bits.
This is one good thing after another.
You're not gonna leave Holbrook hungry.
Oh my gosh, no.
If you did, it's your fault.
Paul Hollywood has his handshake. I have the side bend.
Oh my. That does it. This is the hit.
There's something for everybody.
Right.
Why choose?
And why choose when it comes to a couple of world-class national parks just outside of Holbrook?
And the Painted Desert is beautiful. But sometimes you really feel like you're on a different planet.
And right next door is the Petrified Forest. In Navajo mythology, these are the bones of an ancient and terrible beast. It's illegal to take petrified wood from the park. It's also impossible. I mean, who would even be stupid enough to try? Plus, it turns out the stuff is cursed. Every year, the park receives pilfered pieces from all over the world, usually with a heartfelt conscience note.
Since I took these pieces of wood from the forest, it seems my life has gone downhill ever since. I've been in jail most of the time.
Dear Mr. Ranger, I'm sorry I took this. I'm only 5 years old and made a bad mistake. Andy.
Je tonte, je yake. I snaked on these 3 years ago. Very bad luck.
Dear sirs, this is what I took, and I'm sorry I took it.
Sorry for my father.
I'm writing this letter in hopes of easing my conscience. Against my better judgment, I removed 3 rocks which my husband discovered hidden in my brassiere.
My husband took these pieces. Upon returning home, my stepmother had kidney failure, then our dog died, our central air conditioning went out, our truck broke down, and a cat was killed. Please take these pieces back before we have any more bad luck. Thanks. No name, please.
But here's the good news. 100% guilt-free petrified wood from private land is available at Jim Gray's Petrified Wood Company, where Jim's grandson, Tyler Cundiff, will load you up with as much as you want.
Do you have a favorite? This is the Arizona green petrified wood. It's actually super soft. The other section of this is actually at the Smithsonian.
They've got tons of local treasures and curiosities from all over the world.
That cave bear claw.
That's a cave bear claw.
Yep.
This ancient alligator is from Florida. Evidently, it choked to death on 20 pounds of dirt. But those aren't Holbrook's only natural attractions.
And we like to promote our dirt. We are a living desert up here, right? We're up on
Your dirt.
our dirt, yeah.
Okay.
Dirt's an important asset for a certain kind of adventurer.
We've got a lot of trails.
So yeah, dirt. And quite frankly, she's a little tired of hearing her neighbors in Flagstaff and Show Low bragging about their natural assets.
Look, we got trees. And I'm like, I got dirt. So,
Yes, Holbrook has the asset that every true cowboy wants.
we've got 100-mile views.
Trees? Pfft, give me dirt any day.
Oh my gosh.
This is our strawberry shortcake milkshake.
What is going on here?
Yeah, so we have a strawberry ice cream base with vanilla wafers, extra strawberry sauce, a strawberry shortcake ice cream bar, some Pockies, cookies, whipped cream, the whole work. Enjoy, you guys.
She stayed up late thinking of everything she could possibly. The thing I love about this is it's kind of like belts and suspenders, right? You got ice cream on top of your ice cream, mixed with your ice cream, and then throw in a little ice cream.
It's even more than belt and suspenders. It's belt, suspenders, and your Uncle Harold giving you a massive wedgie.
Oh my gosh, that's the bite right there.
I love it. Yep, you need another napkin.
I do need another napkin.
Now I know why Holbrook doesn't have any trees. They turned them all into napkins. But straws we only had one of, and I was really worried about not being able to share with Kathleen. Yeah, that's good.
Yes,
But another straw arrived just in time for Kathleen to get all the best stuff I saved for her at the bottom.
Double dipping, as we know, as I've established with other mayors, is not okay. So I appreciate getting the second straw available for us.
What's also not okay is touching the other person's straw.
Neither of us wanted to lean in and take a drink. I was pretty sure I knew why.
We don't want to recreate the Lady in the Tramp shot where
Exactly.
After spending the day in Holbrook, I had one final observation and question.
I've been here and I've talked with a female city council member, a female mayor, and a female restaurant owner. I don't know if there are any men in Holbrook. Are there any men in Holbrook is my question.
Of course there are, she reminded me. He's cooking in the kitchen. Holbrook may have once been the town too tough for women, but today they kind of run the place. And as for being too tough for religion, just look around. And you'll see nothing but people treating others the way they'd like to be treated.
Hey neighbor, good to see you.
I guess Holbrook is a town that just can't live up to its old reputation.
Lunch with the mayor, I'll meet you there. Lunch with the mayor. Lunch with the mayor. I'm talking about John Giles.